Alright, so I figure there's no better time than now. In this beautiful, serene space to speak about what I've dealt with, the demons that I've had to fight, crises that I've gone through in my life, and how I've come onto the other side from those trials and tribulations that life has handed me. Yeah, I really don't know where to start or how to start it, how to start this video, where to start this video in regards, do I start when I started working out? Do I go back to high school? And everything stems from childhood, from the teenage years, and voices are built up into your head, which are considered belief systems, thought patterns that you were raised with, whether it's your parents, your grandparents, uncles, your aunts, cousins, brothers, sisters, peers, friends, whatever it may be. We collect all these thoughts and these beliefs that are not our own. These thoughts and these beliefs are not our own, and these thoughts and these beliefs are nothing more than, also you could call them, voices in your head. It's kind of shunned upon, kind of looked down on by some part of our culture to say that you have voices in your head, because then it makes you sound like you're a psycho. But that's not the truth. See, there's voices in your head for everything that you do. And what I mean by that is your thought patterns and your belief systems. When you go out and you try to do something new, your subconscious is going to tell you, your voice is going to tell you, you better not do that. Remember that one time that happened? Whatever it may be, your voice is going to tell you something to stop you from reaching your full potential. It's going to stop you from changing your subconscious paradigm, and it's going to continue that cycle. That's what happened with me. I was around the wrong people, doing the wrong things because I wanted to be accepted, and I would do anything that I could. I did beer runs. I drank to the bottom of the bottle more times than anybody could count. I tried to commit suicide. I had to admit it. I tried to commit suicide. I tried to do, I thought about, trying to do pills, putting a pillow over my head, trying to think of different ways that'd be the easiest to get rid of my life, just in my life. Been alcoholic, abused drugs, abused people have abused me. I could have quit. I could have said no, I don't want to do this no more, but I'm thankful for fitness. I'm thankful for changing my lifestyle. In the beginning times when I did, when really what it was an escape hatch. It was something that I became really good at, and I was continuous with. I didn't quit like everything else in my life, besides bad habits, of course. I could never quit bad habits. And that's the thing too. We all make bad habits. We have to grow from them. Otherwise, you can continue to repeat those every single time you turn around. And I had a light bulb moment, and I started becoming more independent, not depending on people to make me happy. Started to depend on myself to make myself happy. What can I do to make Matthew happy? What can I do to make myself happy? Because no one else can do that except you. I've drank, I've been with the wrong people, been with too many ladies, and I've got skeletons in my closet just like everybody else does. So when I'm positive and I'm upbeat and I'm motivating and encouraging and inspirational, that's because I want to make an impact in your life, like I made an impact in my own life. I went through the hard knocks. I went the hard way. I can show you an easy way. I can explain it to you. I can explain that there's those voices in your head that you gotta control. You gotta You gotta talk back those voices consciously into your head. It sounds crazy. I know. But you literally have to talk back those voices to your head. Every time it tries to tell you something negative and it tries to stop you from doing something, whether it's getting a new opportunity and you don't want to because you've been rejected from past opportunities, or the same thing with relationships, whatever it may be that you're trying to do and you're stopping yourself from doing, it's those voices in your head telling you to stop doing it because of something else that was in your past. And so it's resurfacing and then stopping you from progressing. You see what I'm saying? So you have to consciously be aware of these inner voices and this inner dialogue and be able to consciously revert that and acknowledge it and then change it with conscious thoughts. And this doesn't happen overnight. You have to continuously do this. You have to connect yourself emotionally to these thoughts. And whether you do it without even knowing, or you do it consciously and you do it knowingly, you're still affecting your life. I was doing it unconsciously, but at the same time it was happening. I was putting that energy out there into the universe that I wanted to be accepted by anyone and everyone, and I would do anything it took. And I did that. Like I said, I did beer runs, I stole shit, I used to steal shit, used to do beer runs, get drunk, buy alcohol for underage kids, go to parties. I got arrested, been in jail like 4 times. I've been all over the place in my 20s. I had to learn the hard way. And I did not even realize that I had these voices in my head. If I knew then what I know now, things would probably be maybe a little bit different. Probably not that much. But I'm also grateful for knowing now. Because now I can explain to you guys just exactly how to control those voices and how to control your destiny, how to control your life through your thoughts. And that's exactly what I'm saying. I control my life through the power of my thought. For the past 3 years, my life has drastically changed. I went from not knowing what the hell I'm going to do to actually having a purpose because of my thoughts. Every time I start to get down on myself, finances start to get tough, I have to consciously tell myself that it's going to be all right. The great things are happening right now. Right here, right now, no matter what. And that subconscious wants to come into my head and say, no, it's not. You're about to be flat broke. Don't you remember? It happened that, last year. It happened 5 years ago. It happened 2 months ago. Whatever it may be, right? My subconscious is telling me this, telling me that I'm not going to prevail. I'm going to fail. So now I have to consciously be aware of that and tell myself, no, you're not. You're going to actually become financially healthy, financially prosperous, and everything's going to be just fine. Everything is all right. That's verbiage with yourself. I just said it. Everything will be all right. No, everything is great. There's no problems. Any problems that come into my life, all you have to do is acknowledge it, be aware of it, and then make that positive spin on it, that there is a learning curve for this. Because in life, you're always going to be handed challenges, adversity, and hardships. But you have to look at this as an opportunity for growth and development within your own self. And if you don't, you can continue to make the same old cycle for years on end until you're in your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, your 60s, your 70s, until you croak, until you die. If you don't realize it now, you have to realize that you yourself have voices in your head like everybody does. And if you can't admit that, and you want to deny it, and you say that I'm crazy, that's all right. That's your prerogative. But just think about it. Just think about that. Think about it. Do you have voices inside your head? Do you have old thought patterns and belief systems that are stopping you from reaching your full potential, to progressing your life forward? Life isn't easy. It's not a walk in the park. If it was, it would be boring. That's why challenges and hardship and adversity, it makes life interesting. Because you can't always have smooth seas. And you know the old saying, rough seas will always make a skilled sailor. Smooth seas never made a skilled sailor. So think about it. Do you have voices in your head? Do you have old thought patterns and belief systems that are stopping you? If so, you should probably go ahead and contact me if you're interested in talking more. Fat Calls Fitness and Life. I'm here for you guys. I love you guys. Stay blessed and stay humble.